Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Yo, man.
And we've got a Claire.
Okay, I'm just here because Aunt Nancy wanted me to be.
No other reason.
Shout out to her. I mean, there's some other reasons, but I'm excited to be here, and I picked a show, so we'll get to that later, though. I'm not going to jump to it.
Hell yeah. Yep, Claire, I mean, we'll figure out how long, but you'll probably be around for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
We have great benefits here at First and Last, and Jimmy is on paternity leave.
Yeah.
Getting 100% of his normal pay.
Wow.
While
so
he's out.
nice.
That's how good we are. Someone joked that it was like, oh, does that mean once a week we have to deliver him one meal?
Yeah, we send him
and like a beer.
We could work on that. That'd be kind of cute if you guys did it once.
And a spirit point.
What? No, you earn those.
Wow. You can't even like birth a child and get a point?
He did not birth that child.
Okay. Well, he supported the birth.
Yeah.
He was there.
He was there. I don't have proof of that.
I don't want to know.
I don't know if he was there. I'm sure he was there. He's a good dad.
Yeah, I was
good
say.
dad husband.
But yeah, I do think that'd be cute if you guys decided to like add him in on your food sometime.
That'd be funny.
But then wouldn't his rest of his family be like, where's my shit? Like Michelle would be like, I finally can drink and you're not even going to send me a 6-pack.
I feel like if I was going to feed anybody in that household, Jimmy would be like the last person that actually should get the food. No offense, but like, I'm going to feed your wife and your child and your other child, I guess, first. Jimmy can fend for himself. He'll be fine. I have a weird thing I want to complain about.
Cool.
Oh, I love it.
I have, it's been a couple years now, and I got some other new socks. Why do socks have a left and a right on them?
Only some do.
Yeah, but I don't like those. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had like gendered socks like that.
I like it. I do like it, but my personal problem right now is that I've been spending money on nicer socks recently. I've been like, okay, I'm going to spend some money on some Bombas. I'm going to get some nice socks.
Yeah, I got some features.
Yeah. But then you wear it for a while, and then there's still the big ass hole in the heel of your sock. And my feet are not even like that scratchy. Like they're normal. Like I lotion them.
Nice.
But I feel like quality of socks is just going downhill, or it's like they're not sewn right, so it just breaks up.
It kind of depends. Do you have anything else that you like whole, like as far as clothes go?
Sometimes I get the hole that's like in the middle of your belly button, like where your the ring of your pants hit your t-shirt. Sometimes I get that.
Like, so your shirt gets a hole?
Yeah, shirt gets a little hole in it.
So I've never had
Never
that.
had that.
I get
It's a very common thing. I do a lot of like leaning over counters and stuff.
Okay. I get elbow holes.
You got pokey elbows?
I just know it's just that I'm too tall and like broad, probably. Like my shoulders are too broad for like how like
the length of the arm would
the
be,
length
yeah.
of my arm, and I'm like not fat enough for like, because like
Yeah.
if I want a fitted shirt, it's like gonna be, it doesn't.
You could get that slim fit extra large.
Well, you would think. So, but basically, even if I have what I would assume is a shirt that would fit me correctly, eventually, like I wear the elbow out.
Interesting.
So long sleeve shirts get an elbow hole.
Even like sweatshirts?
Oh yeah, everything. If it's a long sleeve shirt, it's gonna get an elbow hole.
Joe, do you get
eventually.
holes in anything?
I have had the elbow hole thing in like previous cardigans. I feel like I've had like pants holes before too.
Where do you get them?
Like right,
Why'd you say that
I don't
so
know why I said it
easy?
like that.
like in the crotch, but like kind of behind.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Where it's like
kind of like the taint.
Kind of like in the taint
Yeah.
of where
it's
the
like the
pants would
chub
be,
rub area.
I get that too, but I thought it was because like I ride bike,
Yeah.
and I thought like maybe it was just like the seat rub
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. But you don't ride bike really.
No.
Not. I mean, not you do, but not nearly as much as I do. So
Yeah. Then again, like I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, now you're getting the wallet holes in all your pants.
Yeah.
Where it's like he wears his wallet in the front of
Oh
his
yeah, but
pants.
you wear your wallet in a
Mhm.
weird, in a psycho
the
spot.
front. Yeah, yeah.
But-
And so I get the front holes like
But
that.
now, yeah, he's got the front holes, and then, but he also, I mean, you just need to buy some new pants.
Yeah, that's also part
How
of it.
often do people buy pants and socks? Like, do you buy socks every year?
I get socks every Christmas from my girlfriend's mother.
Like, how many are we talking? Are we talking like a 12 pack?
No, like 2 to 3 pairs.
Oh,
But they're like good. But they're like I
Great.
get like a pair of wool socks, and then I get like
Ooh.
1 or 2 like ankle socks that are like like Bombas or something like that go. So like those are gonna last a year. You know, those are gonna last a year. So I probably have in my rotation of socks 10, 12 pairs of socks.
that's it?
Socks is probably the number one reason why I do laundry, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God,
I'm out of socks.
I have so many socks. I like need to have socks. If I don't have socks, I feel very uncomfortable. I bring socks over here to put on
Yeah.
top of my socks because I just like socks that much. So like the fact that you only have 10 pairs makes me wish that that's the present we had bought you in St. Thomas. We should have brought you back some socks.
I can pour this hot sauce you guys got me on my feet if that will make you feel better.
No,
Keep
but
it
it might
warm.
help with the holes. But that's shocking to me.
I don't think I get like holes in my socks like a lot. It happened. Obviously, it's going to happen. I think
Mhm.
that's an inevitable thing.
I probably wear like 3 pairs of socks a day. Like I would not be able to handle the rotation.
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna have to
crazy
be doing-
person stuff, though.
No, it's comfortable.
You wear 1 pair of socks a day.
Once they start feeling weird, you put on a different pair.
They feel weird 3 times a day.
Yeah, and then at nighttime you gotta have a night pair, and they can't be too heavy. And then sometimes you gotta have like a sock to wear around. Like right now, like I got a pair of socks on top of my sock. You gotta have socks. I love a sock. Joe doesn't really agree with my sock, but Joe, you wear socks all the time.
Well,
I'm the exact opposite.
the thing is like because Joe's a sock person. Because Joe's a pants person and a sock person. Like
True.
I don't think I've ever seen Joe's feet. Is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Lindsay did the other day because its sock fell off and she noticed,
Oh,
pointed
okay.
it out.
So, but that's what I'm saying is I definitely don't wear 3 socks a day, but I put 1 on generally.
That's on average, though.
Oh, so sometimes it's 5.
Oh, 100%.
Jesus Christ.
Have you ever stepped in a puddle? Gotta get a new pair.
Well, okay, but like you ain't stepping in a puddle every day. That's not gonna raise your average that much.
I don't know, man. I go through a lot of socks.
But I'll put on a pair of socks, and then so I'm the opposite of you because I think it hits about 10 o'clock at night or something like that, and the socks got to come off.
Ugh.
If I'm hanging out downstairs, like in front of the TV for the night, the socks are off.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that.
I would prefer to have a blanket on my lap and my legs with free feet under the sock, or free feet under the blanket. Like, I think that feels better.
I'm cold just thinking about it. I'm freezing.
Oh my gosh, it's wild.
But you're not a sock. Are you a sock to sleep too?
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean, like Claire, you're not, right?
I'm 100% a
You
sock
are?
to sleep.
I don't know, Joe. You're the one that's
If my-
sleeping next to her every
If
night.
my sock
yeah, I
falls,
guess I don't notice.
if my sock falls off while I'm sleeping, I will wake up.
Yeah.
See, you're definitely an outlier there, though, because
Yeah,
people do
yeah.
not wear socks to bed.
Which I don't understand. I think everyone should because it's very cozy.
It's not. It's the worst.
Okay, well.
It's like constrictive.
But this is also why I don't mind the left and the right socks, bringing it back to your
Yeah,
original
yeah, yeah.
moment. Because then I always feel like when I'm putting my socks on, there's like some direction. There's some sort of importance. Like I only have like a couple pairs that are left and right only, and it really bothers me.
But they're like the nice ones, right? Kind of thing.
Some of them are, but like some of them are also ones that were like gifts, and it's like a color that I would like neon yellow with orange accents that I would like. It's like you wear it not that regularly because it's just ugly.
I can't believe you don't wear any. You should probably be wearing. I feel like you're wearing all of your socks regularly because you're wearing 5 pairs of socks.
I
a day.
also have a lot of socks,
I suppose.
and then I have like backup socks in case that are like fresh, like ankle length or like
Sure.
longer socks that are in the closet up high in case something happens. But no, one of my biggest fears is like I'm going on a trip and like forget to pack socks.
Oh, so this will be good. When I go on a trip, I'm going. Hey, Josh, you're packing right now. You're going on a trip. You're going on a trip for 5 days. Like you're leaving that day 1 and you're coming home. That's day 5. So you're gonna be gone for 5 days basically. and I go 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pair socks. Done. And and honestly, sometimes I'll put like 4 pairs of socks in there.
You re-wear the socks?
Oh, I mean, no, but the thing is if I'm going on a trip, I'm probably going to a nice place, like a warmer place, and that means I'm probably not wearing socks half the time. Because if I don't have to wear socks, I'm not wearing socks. Like when it's summer here, we're not wearing socks. I'm wearing my slip-ons and I'm not wearing socks, and I'm wearing my sandals and I'm definitely not wearing socks. So if I cannot wear socks, I'm not wearing socks, but I want warm feet. So, and we live in the world of perpetual winter in Minnesota, so socks are necessary, but I would prefer to never wear socks.
Well, I think that all listeners out there will agree with me that socks are great. And if you don't, you'll agree with Joe or Josh. And
I think some people will be disgusted at 30 pairs of socks per day.
I mean, I do the laundry.
I think we're going to get some angry comments.
What's hard is that sometimes then I will like lose one, and then it really like every time I do laundry and like Joe's socks come out perfectly matched, I get a little angry with myself because there's always like a Lucy for me. Like there's always just like a Lucy that I can't find the match to.
Yeah.
Because
I did just do laundry the other day, and I have one white sock that doesn't have a partner anymore, and I'm like, did you not? You went in with a partner, didn't you? So I don't know where it's what is. I just
was it the left or the right?
Well, so that one didn't have a left or a right. To bring it back around, I'm just confused. I was putting on my socks the other day, and I was like, "Fuck, these are the ones where I gotta look at the thing to see which one's left and which one's right." Which I mean, I didn't even do that for a while, and I just threw those socks on anyway. And there's really no feel difference at all.
Interesting.
It's just like sock fascism that's like trying to get me to do a thing.
It's like left Twix and right Twix.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not a real thing.
I think if you wore it for a while, though, it would wear a certain way.
You would think that, but I'm 40,
You would think.
and up until like 2.5 years ago, left and right socks didn't exist in my like area.
And the point that you make there is like a case for like not continuing to wear your left and right socks because it would keep wearing in the same spots. You actually want to switch them up so the wear is variable.
Oh, shit.
But
what if the socks were sewn and so the supports are left
if
and
there
right?
is like stuff like that.
Because like if you have like a running sock, sometimes they'll like put in like the
I don't fucking run.
okay, biking
Are they like
socks.
toe socks or something? You gotta have the big toe.
Yeah,
in the
well,
right
I mean,
spot.
yeah, toe socks.
I will
You can't
say-
put those on backwards, obviously.
I will say I got a lot of toe socks as a present one year.
Ugh.
And sometimes they're fine, but a lot of, like they're not.
I've never tried.
I'm not
Never
a toe
tried.
sock person, I don't think.
No.
Plus my toes aren't long enough for the toe socks, so it's like having too big of gloves.
I got real long toes.
You
I
could
don't know if
probably
you've
fit
seen
them.
Your toes are too long
They're
for
too
toes.
long. Yeah.
We'll try them out. We'll send a pic. We'll put that on the Instagram.
This is
Of
gone.
my feet? No.
But in toe socks, so it'll be fine. This has gone too far. Joe, what is this podcast if for people that aren't toe perverts?
I know my feet don't look good. I'd be selling them if I could, but no one's
No.
buying my only feets.
I bet somebody would like your. I mean, like I care about you and your feet are
Oh,
fine.
someone's gonna like your little brown feet. Come
But like they
on.
could
They
use
look-
a little more lotion.
Yes. Yeah. We don't need to get into it, but it's like
Your ashy feet.
they could be better. They could be better. They're actually like pretty good right now after vacation. But
Yeah.
anyways, it's a TV show podcast. And we analyze a TV show by watching the first and last episode and nothing in between. We'll watch the first episode, review it, and then make predictions for the last episode. Skip right to that, watch that episode, and then judge the show as a whole before we score each other points on how closely we predicted the show. And at the end of the season, the winner gets a crown. I was gonna say the winner gets a belt, but the belt is for the
Coming first and last.
upcoming. No, not
April Madness.
upcoming
April
April
Madness.
Madness.
I like half paid attention.
You don't even listen.
I see that belt every single day of my life until one of you wins it and takes it away from my
I
house.
have never won a championship belt in my life. I've won a couple trophies.
Which he
But never a
wanted to
belt.
bring into our house. Like he wanted to take his
trophy?
childhood trophies from his parents because they're still.
Oh,
well, they're
right,
his
right.
trophies.
Yeah, they're my trophies. What are they going to do with them? Sell them?
No, they're gonna leave them on the piano where they like have your little Joe shrine.
Yeah, my piano trophies.
But are we gonna need
Place will
those in our
scale
house?
so good.
No, we don't need trophies.
With a child coming, you guys should probably have as many trophies of you that you've won, so you can show the kid what winners look like.
Yeah.
They can go to grandma's house.
The child will never respect me.
Dad's a loser. He's got no trophies.
Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna start when your kid comes and talks to me. I'm gonna be like, "Does your dad even have trophies?
Does he even?
Well,
Do you see all Josh's trophies right there?
Josh does have his trophies out. Okay, but I picked the show.
Yeah.
And I seem to like look through my notebook of like when I've been on the show. And I will say, if you're a listener of this pod and you see this show title, you probably are like, Claire picked the show. It's a very Claire pick. It's an oldie but a goodie. We're going to go back in time to like the 1960s. I think it ended in 1970. We're going to twitch our noses and we are going to make some wishes come true because we are going to go Dream of Jeannie. And I don't know shit about this except for there's magic or she's a genie, which is that's the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
She's like in a bottle and then she's got the guy that's like her husband / master, which seems like it's going to be a problem. And
not in the 60s.
Of course not. But I feel like her mom's like a kooky lady and she'll show up.
She's got a mom?
Yeah, I think the genie has a mom.
Oh.
Interesting. I didn't know that's how genies worked.
Because your moms can also just show up and visit her, like and twitch her nose or
Yeah,
of course, right?
And like the little picture cover here we got, there's another person there dressed as a genie, so I guess that's her mom. She also got a little dog. I don't remember a little dog.
Oh, they do
Then
have
again,
they do have a
I don't
cute
remember
dog.
anything about this show, so.
Yeah, so just to clarify, it was 1965 to 1970, and it was 5 seasons and 139 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wondering, Bewitched came first.
And is that part of this like world?
No, but they're just similar shows.
Am I fucked up? Is the Bewitched the twitching nose?
That's what I'm not sure about.
Oh no.
Because they're both shows where it's like a like traditional married couple, but one of them is magical or the woman is magical. In Bewitched, it's a witch. In I Dream of Jeannie, it's a genie.
I think that she does like the
So it's like a
hands,
head nod?
hands together and like the namaste pose and the head nod.
And Bewitched,
She's
it's
not the
it's a
twitching
nose.
nose. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners. Messed
yes,
that up.
Kind of similar to like Addams Family and the Munsters. It's like there's I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Except for this one, neither one of those shows have like freaks. Right?
Yeah.
Because like the Munsters was like, oh, these are freaks.
More
And then
of
the
same
Addams
is
Family was like, these are normal people, but
just
they're just
similar
weird.
concept things that get confused, like Armageddon and Deep Impact.
What's the alligator?
Volcano one?
Yeah.
Dante's Peak and Volcano was the other
Is
one.
that what it's
Volcano.
called? Lake Placid and there was another big alligator one, right?
Yeah, there was. No.
You're looking at me like I know any of this shit.
Do you
No.
know what Pierce Brosnan movie I'm trying to think of? I don't know which one he was in. He was in one of these 6 movies that we're talking about. Yeah, this is one of those like Nick at Night shows that like I came across like when I was like hanging out with my grandma and like Nick at Night was on kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I have a passing knowledge of I Dream of Jeannie, but nothing really too substantial. Her husband, both. I don't know. He's like in the military or an astronaut or something,
or a pilot or something. He's got a uniform, right?
Yeah, I think he's
maybe astronaut.
Is it astronaut?
That makes sense in the 60s. I do believe that it was something to do with like air and space. So I'm going astronaut over pilot.
I would prefer astronaut because that seems really cool.
I also feel like he spends a lot of time on land and a lot of time talking about missions, and so
Well, I mean, astronauts don't go out on missions very
that often.
So like,
yeah.
I guess he would be around. So does this take place in like Florida then?
I guess so. Yeah.
We're gonna find out because we're gonna watch the first episode.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what is the first episode then? Like he like
finds her.
he's like
bottle.
we're gonna dig the foundation to the new house I'm about to build, and then he's like, clink, and then like a genie bottle, like,
and then you have to rub it.
Yeah, we've all seen Aladdin, right?
So, but then he doesn't.
Do they do that in Aladdin?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Aladdin. In a long
Cave
time.
of Wonders or whatever. You remember?
No.
You got to find the diamond in the rough. But like, so a genie, genie's in a bottle. You unleash it. It gives you 3 wishes. So, but in this though, it's not 3 wishes, right? And it's just like,
or is it? And it's just like 139 episodes of him going like, I'm not going to use that last one.
Yeah, I need more time to think about it. By the way, you want to hang out?
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like she is like, it can't be that you only get 3 wishes,
right?
Because she becomes like his partner, and like, I would not every episode.
What if he wishes for her to be his wife?
Yeah, and then infinite wishes.
Oh man, now I'm feeling like sad for this guy, but also like I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know how this is gonna go, guys. This could be real bad.
I feel like this guy just like is like just got just found out he's not going to Mars. He goes home and he's like, bummer. And then he like trips over a garbage can and like a genie lamp falls out, and he's like, what the hell? And instead of like, he doesn't like he like kind of like kicks it, but he like rubs it somehow, and then out comes Genie, and she's like, "What's up?"
And he's like, "Be my wife."
I want you to be my wife. She's like, "All right, I want to go to Mars."
I bet,
and I will withhold my other wish for 139 episodes.
I bet he accidentally wishes for something. I bet he says something like, "Oh, I wish it was like New Year's Eve all over again," and like she somehow organizes a New Year's Eve party.
And she just like makes a party. It's not even like a wish.
Yeah,
you
not
know
even
what I'm
magic.
saying? It's not magic. She just like puts streamers up and like invites his friends over, and she's like, "Guys, we're gonna do a New Year's party." And they're like,
"I just did a nice thing for you."
And they're like, "Who are you?" And you're like, "I'm his wife." Wink, wink. Like, wait, what?
I don't know. I like it. Hopefully, it's something like that and not something terrible.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the pilot episode is called "The Lady in the Bottle."
Mm-hmm.
So
you already like it.
I already like it, especially because 1965. So they weren't lazy yet.
They just didn't have pilot season, I guess.
Yeah. So why don't we watch "The Lady in the Bottle" and see what happens?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of I Dream of Jeannie. It was called "The Lady in the Bottle." I suppose I have a write-up.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, Jimmy, get back from paternity leave. I can't handle this.
The next time I take his spot, I'll read a thing.
Ooh, okay. After orbiting the Earth in Stardust 1, Air Force Captain and astronaut Tony Nelson crash lands on a remote island in the South Pacific. As he's building an SOS message in the sand, a mysterious bottle keeps placing itself in the stranded astronaut's path. Curious, Captain Nelson opens the bottle and burnishes the outside, whereupon a thick column of smoke streams out. A beautiful genie appears, who pledges her service to him, helps him get rescued, and then follows him back to Cocoa Beach, Florida. Philip Ober appears as General Wingard Stone, the father of Tony's fiancée, Melissa. Richard Reeves as first garbage man. Joe Higgins as second garbage man.
Wow.
Don Tubbins as Lieutenant Pete Conway. Filming date was December 2 through 4, 1964. So they filmed this over 3 days.
And they gave a shout out to the
Garbage Man.
Wow.
Maybe he was in. Maybe those were fun cameos or something.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
It's hard to know. I'm not up to speed on the super popular people in 1964.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's my forte.
These people really struck my memory chords.
But man, this episode, if you had said what year is it from, I would have said 1964.
I might have been like 50s.
It was very of a time.
Yeah. It's interesting. We had a comment on one of our older shows recently, and I don't know who said it, but it was kind of like, you guys should like really like when you talk about older shows, you should like review them or talk about them in the context of like when they were made. And I'm just kind of like, I agree. I mean, I'm like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, like no one's going to be watching those shows from then anymore. We're all going to be watching the shows from here,
right now.
here and forward. And so, I mean, it is interesting maybe what's going on, and we can understand that, you know, when she says, you're my master, that was the women's role back then or something like that. But this is 2026. And so some of this was uncomfortable.
There's a bit of like a split game that we're doing here, right? Where we are doing a bit of like archaeology of going, hey, this is the first episode. Would this episode, when it aired, have drawn you to like watch more of this show? And with the last episode,
the answer would be it's 1964. There's 4 things on.
Yeah, right. And with the last episode, like, been a satisfying conclusion for you as a person watching this show. And like for us, like this is 1964, so we weren't there, right?
Yeah, I wasn't born for 21 years.
Yeah, but we are
Trying to make
also.
yourself seem young.
I'm 41 in like
I know.
2 days.
We are, unable to just detach completely from like present day, so
right.
There is going to be some of that leaking into like how we review these things.
Yeah,
I'm
So it's a little bit of
interested for that person to write again, and I would love a little convo with them to see what they think or how we should do it. But I honestly don't think I could watch these from a lens. Like, I don't know, should I call it my grandma? Like maybe
Right. Yeah.
have her do it. But like, yeah, I can't do that, and so everything is. I mean, even when we watch shows, what are we supposed to like watch shows from the 90s and not get like cringed out by them? Like,
yeah, or even contemporary shows, right? If it's like a 2020 show that we just haven't seen, we're still not seeing it in the original context. We're watching it here today for the first time.
Well, I mean, I'm watching original Scrubs on right now, which is like early 2000s for 9 years or whatever. And sometimes there's a joke and I'm like, whoa. That was kind of funny, but that was real rough. Like, kind of thing. Yeah. Like, it's so you're kind of doing both when you're watching shows like that anyway. Even from then, like
it's unavoidable.
And also it's just like your walk of life is gonna kind of determine how you think about anything anyway. Mm-hmm. So some things that I think are like cringe or weird or whatever, a lot of people won't bat an eye, and I bet a lot of things that I'm like, I don't care about that. Like a lot of people would be offended.
Care.
Well, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people would be offended by that, but I'm just kind of like, I can compartmentalize that because I understand it's TV and I just don't care.
I will say that like if we're going to watch this from a lens that's different than the current, like if I was watching this I'm sure that the special effects that they used seemed really cool. There clearly was some spots where like they have this whole thing where she's like smoke, and so you're following the smoke around, and then there was one where you could tell by the way that the film like you could see that it was like an image placed on top of another image, and they like had them go inverted like sideways. But like I'm sure at the time that would have been really cool to see.
I mean, I'll be honest. I wrote down. We can talk about the plot, but we can go to this too.
Oh, sorry.
I wrote down. I didn't wrote almost nothing about what happened in the show, but I wrote down like 3 or 4 effects that they did, and I'm like, this is 1964 when they were filming, and I'm just like, I know how to do that based on like Adobe Premiere in 2026. Like I couldn't do that without a problem, but they're doing this on film and they're doing stuff, and I'm like, this is like I was watching this episode and I was like, I want to watch a YouTube video on how they do this.
Yeah, how they physically do.
Because some of the things, like, I mean, you could tell the smoke. Like sometimes it was like just hidden behind something, and someone was probably just holding it and moving it back and forth. But there was times when she was like a smoke pillar, and you could kind of see like maybe some artifact of like something on the bottom of how it was moving back and forth. But I was like, are they then placing 2 different things of film on top of each other? Like I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
like it's
just the physical process of how do they actually do that.
Yeah, so like
you could tell it's 2 different things that are filmed.
So like I'm like legitimately intrigued about how this works. As someone who likes to like make little videos and like edit and do that kind of stuff, I'm like, how did they do this? Even though it's like simple as shit now.
Yeah.
It's just like, that was probably hard because I was like, how much money did this cost?
Right. That's the other thing too, is like, even if it is like simple, and even if it is even in 1964 brain, you could tell, oh, that's a special effect. Like, it is still just like it took time to shoot those two separate scenes and put that together.
Two of the bigger ones they did was the genie. She made Tony Nelson like kind of like hover, and then he kind of went vertical, so he was like hovering in the living room, and you could see like kind of almost like a black outline around him kind of thing. So you can see that. But I'm just like, how are they like?
Yeah, how
just
do they
based on,
practically do
based
that?
on 1964 technology? How are they doing that? I literally don't know. Like, I'd love to like watch something to do it. And then the other one was when Jeannie became his fiance and sat in a chair behind his fiance. So there was two of the same lady.
Yeah.
And they were doing the exact same thing, and they were talking at the same time, but they weren't. I took note that was like, they're not sitting in the same type of chair. So they're not like duplicating, like they're not like cutting it in half and like duplicating exactly.
Well,
because she's sitting in different chairs.
It was the genie dressed up like the other woman.
But it was the same, wasn't it?
Yeah. I feel
it
like we
was
should
the
talk,
genie.
because this, I thought this was my favorite part of the show.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay.
give a little context, of like what this scene is.
Okay, so I feel like we should just go through the plot.
Okay.
We can get to the plot, and then we can get to this double
We'll
scene.
get to this
Yeah,
because it is a good spot. But like, okay, so it starts off and you find out that there's this guy he's an astronaut, Captain Nelson or something.
Tony Nelson.
Tony, good old Tone Dog. So
That's what they
Tone,
called him the whole time.
they literally did
Tone
it.
Dog.
But he is like talking to his boss, and his boss is like, I can't let my daughter in here, Melissa. Like, even though you're her fiance, and good luck on this.
Yeah, Melissa
thing.
Stone is his fiance, and General Stone is his like commanding officer.
Who talks like this?
Well, that's how old, strong white men talk.
But okay, so then he has his mission, and then it doesn't end well, and he's on an island, finds the bottle, rubs it, and then once he rubs it, the genie pops out. The genie's speaking in another language, and there's like kind of a back and forth, and it turns out that whoever opens the bottle, it's not like you get 3 wishes or anything like that. She's just a slave.
Well, it might have been, but he immediately was like, she like made the helicopter appear for him to be saved, because he eventually got her to like he tried to get her to like get a plane or something, which I was like, what's a plane gonna do? Like, you need something that can land here. But she like made a hawk appear, and he's like, no, and then eventually she got the helicopter, and then he was like, you freed me, because he got the helicopter, he's safe now. And he's like, you're free too, you're free, you can go, I free you. So he freed her, but then she's just like, okay, but you're my master, I'm just gonna like hang out with you now forever, because like you freed me, I guess.
So she like pops back in her
So
bottle and like
that's
hides her way back.
Yeah, well, and that's why I just think like that's how they got away with like the genie 3 wishes thing, where it's like she's just freewheeling it now. She can do whatever she wants, so now she can just do magic all the time because she's a free genie.
I like the Josh Lore edition.
Well, that's
to
just
this.
literally what happened in Aladdin. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the Aladdin. You guys keep referring to Aladdin.
What's his name?
watch
Aladdin. Aladdin frees Genie, and that's why Genie just does all the stuff, because right away Genie's like 3 wishes or whatever, and then Jafar gets. We're not reviewing Aladdin.
Apparently,
Genie,
this show
you're
makes
free.
you want to go watch Aladdin. Okay, so but then she like kind of hijacks her way back. Yada yada yada. The next thing we see is the Tone Dog making out with Melissa.
Tone Dog.
Because it's like, oh, I'm back, I'm alive, I'm great. And then she's like, let's take you home. They run into Jeannie, who's in a man's like button-up shirt, because she took a shower.
Oh, she's in Tone Dog shirt.
She's in Tone Dog shirt.
No pants.
No pants.
No pants. Tone Dog shirt.
Which I'm sure at the time, sexy AF.
Well, it was sexy. It was sexy right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, She was really cute. But that goes on, and then there's like some subplots, and he's trying to get rid of her, blah, 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 blah. But the part that Joe was talking about is later on, like close to the end, like the genie's still hanging out, still like granting wishes, still doing all of that. But General Stone and Melissa Stone come over to the house, and they kind of have like a sit down confrontation with him because like Melissa is now going to forgive him for having a girl in his house.
Yeah, he did not explain that to her at all. Like, he did not adequately explain why there was a hot chick wearing a shirt with no pants on in his house.
I don't think that I would have forgiven that.
Well, the thing is like there was no attempt of explanation. He was just kind of like, you know, and that was, it's like, tell her it's your cousin at least. Try to do something, right? But yeah, then and so then General Stone and Melissa come back over later, and then they're sitting, just having a chat. And Melissa, that's when Melissa's like, "Oh, it's okay, everything's fine. We're still gonna get married and blah blah blah." But
we just go on vacation, but
the genie's like sitting behind. So that person sitting behind her was the genie actor.
So yeah, during that conversation, it's like the genie is like behind her, but also sitting in a chair and like mimicking her as if to like mock her.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a second, but yeah, it is Barbara Eden who plays the genie, dressed up to look like Melissa Stone.
Man, she
like
looked
in a wig and
she
stuff.
got me because I literally thought it was. Like,
I thought it was the double thing
Yeah.
too. Yeah, but no, it's just like they just dressed up the other actress to look like the other one, and then they
did a good job. She looked
mimed a scene together.
yeah, and they were very well timed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just
Good
How-
choreograph thing.
Yeah, how long did that take?
right. It's just
Apparently less than 3 days.
it's just good performance that looked like a special effect.
I thought it was a special effect the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But even like them like the quick changes in clothes and things like that, it's very like eye catching to see her just nod her head and then everything's changed, or you know, her outfit's different. It's very like, I don't know, it seems fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, what are shows right now? When was MASH? That was in the 60s at some point, right?
70s maybe?
Maybe 70s.
Not sure.
I'm just thinking like shows in the 60s are people hanging out and like, I mean, it's just the sitcoms and family stuff, right? It's just people hanging out, chatting. And
yeah,
it seems like
it's
a
kinda
lot
starting. Yeah.
a lot of special effects and a lot of things going on. And I mean, in 2026, I'm like, I want to know what's going on. But it's almost from like a nerd historian lens of I want to know how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't imagine being a person watching this in the 60s and being like, what did she just disappeared. She's smoked now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got to be so cool. Remember like playing like PlayStation 2 and thinking like it like can't get any better. You know what I'm saying?
or like, even if you're like, I'm sure somehow this will get better than this, you're just like, but I can't picture what that looks
You
like.
can't figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's already 3D. Like, what else is just going to look like real life?
Yeah. What is this going to be a movie now?
Yeah.
Yes, is the answer.
You remember playing like Mario and it can't get any better?
I mean, I had a really hard time when she got to like, what's that one? The Mario one where you have the controller that's got like the 3 handle parts. Like once you get to that, it got really complicated for me. So I hear what you're saying. I don't have those connections necessarily, but I do think that it is really interesting the energy put forth on all of that. And you're right. If there's 4 other things on TV, I'm watching this. Because at least there's some hijinks. There's some smooches. She's going to be wearing a sultry outfit.
Yeah, just a couple, like a hot babe in a genie outfit, I guess. Hey, and Tone Dog ain't too bad to look at either.
His hair looks real bad in this episode. I just am hoping his hair gets better. That's not a prediction, but it looks like a terrible haircut. He's also plays in Dallas.
Oh, he's in Dallas.
He's in Dallas. So like there's more to come of him.
That's definitely a show we've never seen.
I know.
The only thing I know about Dallas is like in one episode of The Office they mentioned Dallas. Like I don't know anything about Dallas.
My parents loved it.
Oh. Okay.
Well, okay, my dad loved it. I don't know about my mom, but my dad, I just remember
That's fair.
he'd be like, put the kids to sleep so he could go watch it.
How did this episode end? Where was everybody? Like he didn't, because he tried to throw Jeannie away, and obviously she's back now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just kind of there. And then I feel like Melissa and General Stone kind of just left after hanging out for a little bit when things were weird. But I think they were like, Melissa's like, well, I'm still gonna marry this man, and General Stone's like, well, that boy's a little off, but he'll take a vacation and he'll be fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just like Tony Nelson has a hot genie roommate currently.
Yeah, and she like kind of won't leave him alone and only just wants to like make out with him and make him feel good.
But like, did you think going into the show, at least, like my impression or my maybe fake memory, I don't know, we'll find out in that last episode, but like they're like a couple.
Same.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was this whole other person.
It's possible. I mean, granted, it's the first episode, so things could change.
Yeah.
It's also possible we might be mixing this up with Bewitched, right?
True, because I think there are a couple in that.
But yeah, in my memory, I thought it was that like they're a couple and like people treat her as like a human, even though she's secretly a genie.
Yeah, I thought that she like dresses kind of like a normal everyday person. But again, you're right. I could be mixing it up with Bewitched.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's what I like. You know, you have a dinner party. She's there. She's like his partner.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I don't see how this works out where he marries Melissa and
Right.
then also
Can
has
He's not marrying Melissa.
I know, yeah,
Come
right.
on.
And then his cousins just lives with them
Yeah, no.
kind of thing.
His hot cousin
Wears his shirts and no pants kind of cousin.
makes out with him whenever she sees him kind of cousin.
Calls him master
Why
kind
was
of
she
cousin.
wearing? Why was she wearing the shirt and no pants?
Because she just gotten out of the shower.
Why did she take a shower?
I
She's a
don't-
genie.
Yeah, can't you just clean yourself?
I'm sorry, genies are allowed to like enjoy the simpler things in life.
I guess.
Well, she hadn't been out of the bottle in like 2,000 years. Imagine how good it would feel in 2,000 years.
And it wasn't hot water 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
a hot shower, you get some good soap.
Yeah, actually, you would feel like the genie herself, like maybe in this first season, she would almost start discovering some like modern conveniences.
Yeah, the world would seem more magical to her than she is to the world.
Yeah.
I am noticing like the language style that she speaks in is very much like trying to be, I don't know, Shakespearean
She
almost.
says thee and thou.
thee and thou.
And
yeah.
I'm like, I wonder if this is going to last.
I don't think it will. I think it's going to be gone. I think it's going to be gone because it's like a little bit jarring.
Yeah.
Last episode, bitch, get over here. I'm making you dinner.
I don't think she's going to say bitch. I feel like that's like against the laws.
God, I want her to say bitch so bad.
If she says bitch, you get a spirit point.
All right, I'm taking it.
So my impression of this show, again, maybe I'm mixing things up with Bewitched, is that it's like, again, they're like partners, and that she, like, while he is her master, she like is exploring different things and like wants like different parts of agency, and is causing hijinks in that way. This first episode is purely like we don't really get much of her as like a character, except for that one scene where she's like mocking the other girl, which I thought was funny. But otherwise, it's just like she's just a person who just is like really engaged with Tony.
She's like a clingy, annoying girl.
Yes, she's like clingy and annoying,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even that like clearly she's magical in that she can change outfits and like even like change scenery quickly, but it's like I was surprised that we didn't even see any like beneficial magic to him. I mean, I guess she got the helicopter to show up.
She
on
saved
the
his life.
She saved his life, but I was surprised that like I was expecting stuff where like he figures out that he can get wishes and he's just like, oh, I'd like to have a jacuzzi, and like I'd really love to have a nice car or something.
Yeah, it's like he didn't realize like how to use this tool. And
right. I thought
but
that's what
also
this first episode would be.
it does seem like she's a confusing tool. Because there's times where he's like giving her clear direction, like, hey, I want you back in your bottle. Like, you got to get out of here. And she's just chilling and not doing the thing. It almost
I mean, I
feels-
wouldn't want to do that either. I'd be like, fuck you. I'm a fucking genie. I'm a magical god.
It almost feels like there's gonna be some like I Love Lucy like hijinks to her where she makes mistakes.
Well, she's
and
got some splaining to do.
she's got a little bit of that. Like she's gonna make some mistakes and do things, some silly stuff, because that's gonna keep people interested. Because Tony Nelson is such a
Milk toast dude.
but yeah, straight type A guy, very plain. He's just milk toast.
Yeah.
What is milk toast exactly?
Just kind of like boring.
Is it
kinda
like light? It's like lightly toasted, or is it like
like what is actual milk?
what is
toast?
actual milk toast?
Oh, well, so you set a piece of bread in milk for a couple hours. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, well, if anybody knows, tell me, because Josh almost had me believing him. But yeah, I don't know about milk toast.
So I mean, all in all, and interestingly enough, is like I'm like flabbergasted at like the relationships in this show, that I kind of like am looking at it like a car crash, that I want to go to the second episode to like just see how this evens out to become like because it can't be this frantic all the time.
No.
You know, there's going to be like fun hijinks where they have to hide that she's a genie or like whatever, but I think they're going to settle into more of like a calmness at some point. So I want to keep watching to see that, but I also really like some of the like practical effects that are happening, even though today's standard they look terrible, obviously, but like they're just so interesting to me based on the time period that this was shot, that someone like me is like, ooh, I want to learn how they did that. So
Do you think it'll be different once it's in color?
no, I think it'll look worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because like not a lot's gonna change in like technology kind of stuff in like 5 years. When did the first Star Wars come out?
1977.
It was that late?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and like, I mean, that looks good for the time, but it looks pretty shit. Like in reality. And so that was 7 years after this final episode.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they're doing for Genie, and maybe they like downplay it. Maybe they just don't do as much stuff anymore. Like, I don't think we're going to get smoke spray.
Yeah. I don't think
anymore.
So either. I think it'll be toned back.
And so I think it's going to be a lot of, she's not going to wiggle her nose or whatever, but if she does her like arm cross and like bobs her head, and I think it might be like a snap, like
quick edit,
like quick, just a quick cut to something more so. So I kind of feel like the special effects might go down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that there's definitely going to be like less smoke and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's no way they're going to be able to keep that up. There was a lot of that in this episode.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I think some of the black and white kind of helps things look almost a little bit better. And then once Technicolor comes into play, once Joseph's dream coat gets over here, we'll see what it looks like.
I was reading a thing on the Wikipedia that said that like that was a big reason why they had done the first season in black and white, is because they wanted to have these special effects shots, and it was much easier or much cheaper to produce that in black and white. But then by the second season, the technology had developed, and it was much easier
people
to do
wanted
in
like
color.
People are like, if you can give me color, you need to give us color.
But this is like one of the last like NBC shows that was still in black and white.
Okay.
Interesting.
For that reason.
It is interesting. I don't know how you guys feel about black and white things now, or just from our entire lives, because obviously we've had color since we've been born.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when I start watching a black and white thing, I'm like, oh, black and white, you know? But like 5-10 minutes in, I kind of forget. Like, I kind of forgot it was black and white.
Yeah.
You know, I know I'm not seeing color, but like it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because it's just a story and it's just moving pictures. I'm not.
So you don't care either. Is what
I
you're
don't
saying.
really care.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, some people like won't stand for it though. Some like it's just same like subtitles or something like that. Like some people are like I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that it's interesting to hear like they say that back in the time like this like the 50s and 60s people dreamed in black and white, and then once color TV happened, more people dream in color.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I dream in color or not, or if I just think I dream in color.
I think you just don't really register it because you just always see it in color and watch shows in color.
They also saw in color in the 60s.
yeah. But that's why it was notable that like, oh, I dream in black and white. But it's interesting in my waking world, I see in color.
I dream in TV, but I live in color.
Because that's the way that
And live in color.
it's the way that you would see things that are dreamlike in real life is to see them on TV.
Yes.
It'd be interesting. It would be fun to dream in black and white. That'd be another way to like train yourself to know you're dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I could decide if it's color or not. Like when I have like very intense dreams, it's like I don't register if it's in color or not.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
It's probably because it's probably just in color because you just
I think it's just
because it
that's
was
what I'm
just
saying is
it was
like-
just normal.
Yeah,
to you.
I think it's just normal to you. But I think if you grew up in a time where TV was in black and white, and if you dreamt in black and white, you would be like, wait a second, my dreams are in black and white, but like my waking world is color. You would notice.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. It took me like 6 times for you to
Yeah,
explain.
it's just like you don't encounter black and white
Mm-hmm.
in your
nearly
everyday
enough.
life. Yeah. Predictions?
Yeah.
I've got some. Should I start?
Lay it on us.
Okay, well, there's a lot of kissing.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be 4 kisses in this episode.
Exactly.
Can I do 4 or more?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I
That's
thought you would say no. I think that a person is going to be turned into an animal.
I like that.
I think that's going to happen.
Not for a point, but do you have an animal in mind?
For some reason right now I'm thinking lion, but like
Ooh.
that's just kind of an aggressive animal.
Okay.
I want there to be a scene on the beach to kind of like give me a little bit of like carryover from the beginning. It doesn't look like, based only on the title of this episode, it doesn't look like it has anything to do with wrapping up this show at all.
That's fair. We oddly enough all know the title of this episode before we did predictions, which we normally don't even know the title of the finale.
Don't, but we do know this one because
Yeah.
we had to make sure we could see it. And then, my last one is not very good. Like, I would say that I feel not very strong on any of my predictions, but I want there to be finger symbols or the genie hangs out in her bottle. And I think I got to go for hanging out in the bottle.
Do you mean finger symbols like the little things you put on your fingers, like little like
Yeah, like little fingers.
like symbols for your
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to not do finger symbols. And if they're in here, I'm going to be so pissed.
Oh god, that'd be so funny.
But I'm going to go for the genie hangs out in her bottle at some point. Because I remember like the bottle and it being very silky and plush or something from my childhood memories.
That might have been Bewitched.
God damn it.
My predictions, I think there's a baby in the mix.
Ooh, magical?
I mean, yeah, I would assume so.
I
Because
mean,
I assume it's T-Dogs and
y-
genies.
you only get 50% of the DNA.
Well, 50, I'll take 50% magical. if it's 0 or 50, I'll take 50. Number 2, I think we go skydiving.
Like, we're like, hey, genie, take me skydiving, or they're just like going skydiving?
It's not for me to decide.
Okay, yeah.
But I think someone skydives. Number 2, I think Jeannie has a job.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
I think she goes and works.
She's a working
She's a
girl.
working girl.
And has a kid.
If you were a genie, and you were released for 2,000 years, I think you would dabble in work because you just want to be out there, right?
I also feel like work would be freaking easy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You don't really have to do much, and you would do really well.
Yeah. And then I think Mr. Tony T-Dog Nelson, I believe he wins an award.
Ooh, like he's not a captain; he's like a colonel or something now.
I think he gets a trophy or a ribbon or something.
You just love a trophy.
Who doesn't want a trophy?
I don't know. I guess everybody wants a trophy.
Yeah, it's someone telling you did a good job. Bill, what do you got?
I think Jeannie wears jeans.
Ooh, modern girl.
Jeansy.
Jeansy. Yeah, I was gonna say pants, but I think specifically jeans.
I think that was
She
a really...
wore no pants this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she
Except
had
for
her,
like genie
pants.
but
Oh, I suppose those
Yeah.
are the see-through
so that's why I
pants.
said jeans.
I think that's really a good idea to like have prediction about her clothes because I think that her clothes are going to be more modern.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
I think Tony somehow gets in the bottle. Just, like, tries it out.
Oh, she sucks him in.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like their secret den.
I think they somehow end up going back to the original beach where they found the bottle.
Ooh, similar to mine.
Mm-hmm. And then my last one is that Genie flies.
Mm.
I think you're getting it confused with Bewitched.
It could be.
But like, how does a genie like she's like flying in the air, like her arms are out, and she's just like soaring, or is she turning into a bird?
I think both work.
Okay,
Yeah, that's how.
I mean,
birds
I
work.
would count either one.
that's how birds work.
That's how birds work.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
well, I
fair.
had questions. Thank you for answering them.
Okay, well, the finale of I Dream of Jeannie is called My Master, the Chili King.
Chili King.
So, like, are they having a chili cook-off?
I have no idea.
I don't either. All right, we're going to watch this last episode, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We are done with the final episode of I Dream of Jeannie. It was called My Master, the Chili King. I have a write-up. Tony's cousin, Arvel, persuades Jeannie to give Tony, quote, financial security as a surprise present by marketing his homemade chili with Tony's picture on every can. Jeannie does not realize that Tony is not allowed to endorse products. She proceeds to distribute cans of the chili to all the local supermarkets, which Tony has to chase down and get rid of.
Can you just tell me how the cousin's name is spelled? Because is it like Orville Redenbacher?
It's Arvel, Arvel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I spelt it without seeing it. I spelt it Arville.
See, I put it down as Orville Redenbacher because that was like the only name.
I
could
thought
think
it
of.
would have been Orville, because like I've never heard the word Arville before.
Arville.
But it's Arville.
But it starts out so Arville shows up. He's a weird country guy, and he's like in the NASA parking lot scamming people. Like he's just like a scammer,
Yeah.
and he's in a terrible like country western outfit, and has like bad accent.
Yeah, he's got his like $100 suit on and his 10-gallon hat.
I'm not a fan of him, but I'm also just
I don't think Tony is either. So
yeah, I'm just surprised that this is the last episode. But
I'm not surprised. I almost made the prediction. I almost made what I would have considered the guaranteed point, which is the last episode's not going to be a finale.
yeah,
Just because
of the time.
the time of TV is just they just didn't end shows. They just went until they were done.
Well, and you like saw them in what is that called? I wanted to say subscription. It's not it.
Season?
No,
Or-
you would like see it just like randomly on TV. Syndication.
Yeah.
So it's like none of them like you can watch them out of order and like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, I mean that's fine, but that doesn't mean it can't end.
I think if I was to create a TV show, I'd want it to end personally.
Yeah, there's a dichotomy of wanting your TV show to go on forever, so you can make a gajillion dollars,
Which, okay, don't talk shit about Grey's Anatomy.
Or-
I still watch that.
or making like a piece of art that has like a beginning and an end and a vision. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, wow.
unlike Grey's Anatomy, which
I think there's a vision. The vision is just that
how many seasons is it on?
I think it's 21.
You think that's what they planned on when they started it? That
Uh,
22 seasons in a movie is what they said?
I mean, no, but I hope it keeps on going forever. Let's just
Wild.
Keep it going.
Is there a single person from the first season on that show?
Yes, there
Really?
are 3 people.
That's insane. Good for them.
Miranda Bailey, Meredith Grey, and
Oh, Meredith Grey, like her within her anatomy.
so she doesn't do every episode anymore. She's like in it, like she's either like a voiceover or like scene, but she's definitely she's like moved to Boston and stuff. Long story.
In the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it takes place in Seattle. So anyway, back to my master, the Chili King.
Yeah.
Basically, like, the guy's just like a big scammer, and he scams the genie into funding a chili operation.
It really works out for him that he starts scamming someone with superhuman abilities
True.
that doesn't understand how things work.
Yes.
You know, and like, why would she? I guess she should know that her husband isn't allowed to endorse products. I think that's something she should know.
I just think that the problem with having a genie is that she works too quickly. Sometimes you need a little bit of time, like the time it takes to produce a can of chili and to make a label. Maybe you need some focus group time to like figure out if that's the best picture of Cousin Tony. I don't know.
It also doesn't necessarily make sense because the premise of, or the reason why they're doing it is to surprise Tony with quote unquote financial stability. And he doesn't need that. He has a genie for a wife. He has financial stability. Unless for some reason we've established in this world that she can't print money or something, you know?
Yeah, that she has rules about
If there's some
using
weird,
her powers for gain or something.
well, that's what she was doing there.
But weren't astronauts at this
Technically.
time like pretty much wealthy men? I would assume to be an astronaut, you're
would
like
assume so,
high
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume they were fine. I'm assuming he has a pension.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure he's still getting that pension.
Whatever that is, you know.
Oh, no one knows.
Whatever retirement means. But it's just, yeah, I'm like, the premise of it doesn't make sense because I would say the premise should be her being like, I want to do something that would like be really cool for him or he would really like, or like some like that kind of surprise. But she was sold into financial stability, which is like, girl, you guys don't need
Yeah.
that.
Of the things that you'd want. Seems like that's not it.
Yeah.
But also, she was just wanting to get his picture on some cans of chili. Like, she kind of didn't care. And so she wanted,
she wasn't doing a good job because she wasn't like selling him.
If
or
I
anything.
was like part of an MLM or pyramid scheme, I would want a genie on my team because, like, you know, she just was able to get that hype out there, get everybody interested, get it in all the locations. I thought that was really interesting because she had to like go into her genie bottle to like scrounge up some gold coins when she wanted money. But then after this chili invention happened, she just blinks and all of a sudden there's canned chili. And like, I'm like, why didn't you just genie everything?
She's got like it's got to work for the show, obviously, because like if she was like a solid thinker, you know, like she wouldn't just jump to conclusions kind of thing. So she's got to be like a mild, not airhead, but just kind of like a little airy at least, you know.
She's
like
a little
the balloon.
something.
The balloon's got a slow leak or something, you know.
It's just sad to see such a talented human or genie have such a slow leak. But I will say, I don't know, like her efforts were like good, I guess. I just can't imagine, like, Joe, if you decided one day, like, I'm going to market some, I don't know, SpaghettiOs and I'm going to put your face on the can. Like, I'd want to know about it.
Uncle Joe's Filipino chili.
Oh, so that's actually a good idea.
That sounds delicious.
Do they really
There's
do
hot
chili?
dogs in it.
Because there's just hot dogs in this chili. You know, that's what I was thinking. Chili plus hot dogs sounds so good.
I would just do like the side of rice. It would be like Aunt Claire's rice.
Oh, Uncle Joe's Cincinnati Filipino chili.
Whoa. That would be good.
What is the Cincinnati chili?
Skyline.
Uncle Joe's Filipino Skyline chili.
I mean, I can't imagine them having that in the Philippines, but who knows?
But you could in Cincinnati as a Filipino man.
True. But I don't know. What did you guys think about like her whole efforts with Arville? I clearly hated Arville too.
I mean, I don't think anyone's supposed to like Arville. I think he's kind of the bad guy in a way because he's a con man essentially. I think everything. The thing about Jeannie in this episode, more so because we didn't really get her in the first episode, besides just I want to be around you. But in this one, it just she's just trying to like do right by the guy she loves. She's just trying to like do something nice for him and help him out and do something and surprise him with a cool thing that she did.
Yeah,
but she just doesn't like get the world.
She met an interesting person.
Yeah,
and was intrigued by him because he's a con man, and con men are interesting if you don't know that they're trying to con you. They're of course interesting and charming, right? So
yeah,
she met an interesting person.
Then it would just be like a rude, weird dude,
right? She met an interesting person and was into whatever was going on with this guy, regardless. And then when it became a thing of like, oh, maybe we can help out your husband, then it was like, oh, well, even better.
Yeah,
and your cousins.
Yeah, of course I want a family member to help me, help my husband out.
Yeah,
of course I want to do that.
I think it just, again, I could be wrong about my impression of the show, but I thought the whole thing was like, the husband, Tony's got some stuff going on, and Jeannie's gonna try to use her magic to solve his problems, but then it goes too far.
That's exactly what happened. What are you talking about?
This isn't a problem that he had.
He has financial stability problems. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? We're like,
it's a problem she thought he had. Apparently,
it's a problem that she thought he had. But like I thought, like the show was gonna be like, there's a conflict. Jeannie tries to solve it with something that she came up with.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't quite work, or it's too much, and then they undo it, and they all laugh about it. And in this, it's like doesn't really have much to do with the husband until he like finds about it later, and then
until he realizes he has to like crowd control to not ruin his entire career.
Yeah, and then it's not even like her thing; it's just like a thing she kind of goes along with. And the only part that she uses her powers is to like get that gold in the beginning, and then to mass produce the cans and put them out there. Like it just wasn't like, I don't know. It just didn't feel like I wish I just got like a normal episode. It felt very like, I can't believe that the show was like this most of the time, I guess.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe we just caught a weird one. I will say her modern outfit though was hot. It was like a booty dress and like a cute tie. Like it was very like of the time, but she looked really cute. I liked her little modern look. You guys, no comments?
Because she was dressed not like a genie.
Yeah.
And people were referring to her as Jeannie, like as if she's like a known person.
Because she's married. She said it was her husband.
Yeah,
so now
she's
they're
Jeannie
married.
Nelson.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? Yeah, she looked fucking great.
Could you imagine if I showed up to your work, Joe, and like they made me a badge because I'm your wife? Like that's what the women in this show are. Like they got a badge because their husbands are astronauts.
Well, yeah. Could you imagine if Joe's job was so important that he was an astronaut?
Yeah, could you imagine if I had a badge? Like, what do you? This is all very.
You do have a badge. It's just very old.
But yeah, mostly I just like, and it could, again, this is the thing of doing the first and last. Maybe the show is different in the middle, but like it was very different than what I expected.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, sure, this episode was a con man, like a cousin con man that did it, but I just kind of feel like the maybe like the aura around Jeannie was kind of just what she does the whole time, where she just like gets an idea in her head and runs with it, and then uses her powers to get in over her head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh well, that's it. And then like Tony T Dog Nelson like dives in at the end and like kind of like digs her out or saves her or like kind of thing. I feel like that's every episode.
Yeah.
I could see that being every episode at least.
Mm-hmm.
Just like sometimes it's her idea, and sometimes it's like the guy at the deli's like, "Hey, you want to invest in a bunch of mayonnaise?" Like, you know, and
Yeah,
she's like,
Curious George.
yeah,
Oh.
She just gets into shenanigans because she doesn't know the ways of the world.
yeah.
I think that's how
She's curious about it.
how most TV shows portrayed women in this time, though. It's like there weren't really like.
Yeah, I mean, well,
smart-
that's the thing is I feel like I've been sold. I feel like we watched this like mini series on Max that was like the history of the sitcom, and I feel like this was featured as like a part of an episode about like portrayal of women, and it was talking about, and again I say like I feel like because maybe I'm just mixing this up with Bewitched,
Yeah.
but I feel like I remember a segment about this show and talking about how like it wasn't, you know, again it was relative to the time, it wasn't the super like feminist show necessarily that you would call it these days or whatever, but like it was, they presented it as if it was like an exploration of like female agency, and that like women starting to wonder about like, wait a second, I can make decisions, I have, you know, talents that I can use, and like maybe I'm independent of my husband.
Yeah, I think you maybe got this mixed up with Bewitched.
Maybe because it just like
Potentially.
this wasn't what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that, but it's one of those like her character makes sense in a way, because even in 2026, I mean, maybe she would be a little bit different, but also it's like she's essentially like an alien with magical powers from like 2,000 years ago.
Yeah,
So like the whole point of the show is like she has no idea what's going on, and
Right.
she's kind of dumb about it all.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
She's kind of foreign to all this.
Yeah. And besides her being like Ultron and like downloading the internet and learning everything that's ever happened,
Mm-hmm.
she's just gonna make dumb mistakes, but it's gonna be faster because she can expedite everything because
Mhm.
of magic.
And now we just have AI.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I just expected more like sitcom shenanigans. I mean, I guess a part of it too is like they weren't. It's a little bit weird that like the Tony and Jeannie were barely ever in the same scene together.
Mm-hmm.
There was a minute I was like, have we seen Tony? And it like we saw him maybe earlier,
Yeah,
but
uh-huh.
it was like a while where I was like, where the fuck is this guy?
When it seemed like the other coworker characters were very important, and we didn't necessarily meet them in the first episode. Like there was like his buddy, and then also we had met the psychiatrist, but then the psychiatrist and his wife, and like they took up a lot of screen time,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't my favorites.
Other thing I want to talk about is the only effect they did really was when she went into her genie bottle, and they have purple smoke now.
Pink.
Yeah, pink. But that was clearly just in reverse.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you said that in the moment. What do you mean by that?
like the genie bottle was sitting there, they uncorked it, and then the smoke came out, but in the scene they reversed it, so her smoke all went into the genie bottle.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
they just filmed it regularly, like by uncorking it and throwing the cork, and then what they did was then they just reversed it, so then it looked like all the smoke gets sucked into the bottle, and then the cork fell onto the top.
I will say it was cute. I like that it was pink smoke.
It looked really good. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
good
If
practical
you're gonna have
effects.
color, you might as well make the smoke color.
Yeah, work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was vibrant. I liked it. It was good. I just was like, I was a little disappointed because I wanted to see some, like, there was a lot of stuff in the first episode.
Yeah, another practical effect.
and
that
there
they
was
would
like
do.
nothing in this episode. There was one reverse, like they put film in reverse one time,
Mm-hmm.
and that was all of this practical effects essentially. Well, and her like going bloop, and like a bunch of boxes appeared.
Showing
But
up,
that's
yeah.
just a quick cut.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
So I wasn't perplexed by anything in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But 5 years earlier, I'm like, still, I don't know how they did some of the things. So
Switching to color makes things harder. I also think that maybe that wasn't what people came to the show for anymore. Like maybe at the beginning they got you in with like the fun tricks, and then now at this point they've already got you hooked. You're gonna be watching this on Tuesday night, like
yeah,
no matter what, for a couple laughs.
I don't necessarily think the like practical effects and tricks were ever the draw of the show. And then also if you're the producer or the showrunner, you realize that those things are the things that are going to cost you a lot of money and time, you know, and you don't have to do that. So why do it?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say this started off stronger than it ended.
Well, I mean, you know, it didn't end.
I mean, yeah.
So there's that. So as a first and a last, the first was way stronger because the last wasn't really.
Because there wasn't really a
Yeah,
last.
there wasn't a last. Anything else before we see how bad we did?
No, just that the Wikipedia like references. There were 2 other movies. It looks like I Dream of Jeannie 15 years later. Both TV movies. This was produced in 1985, and then I Still Dream of Jeannie, produced in 1991, also a TV movie.
Is it still like Barbara?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yes, still starring Barbara Eden for both
Also,
of them.
what
but
happened
not,
to TV movies? They don't do that anymore.
That ended with X-Files.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Neither of those TV movies include what was his name? Something Hagman.
Oh, Tony T. Dog Nelson?
Yeah, they don't have Tony in them.
What is she? Wait, so she
So
like
who's your
divorced and running
master?
around or what?
In the
She
15
dead?
years later one, it's Bill Daly as Tony's fellow astronaut and best friend.
Okay, so don't pretend like he's somebody else.
Oh, no, actually the role of Tony Nelson was played by Wayne Rogers.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it was recast.
Can't
and
be
then
trusted 2 first names.
Yeah, and then recast again for the other movie. So yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, other dude just wasn't available.
Oh, I'd want to go and find out the drama behind that. I mean, he could have just been busy.
I mean, 15 years later, you're like, I'm just not doing. I'm just
Yeah,
busy.
but like maybe he didn't get along with Barbara, and like there's some drama. Be interesting.
He was like, "What, are you gonna wear pants now? I'm out." Because she didn't wear pants this
She
entire.
didn't really wear pants.
Yeah, she basically no pants in the show.
Just very short skirts. Very. Well, Joe, do you have any more fun facts?
Larry Hagman was starring in the CBS series Dallas at the time.
Ah, there we go. Dallas came
Oh,
out.
Dallas
shit,
connection.
Dallas.
So that's why he wasn't in it. And then, yeah, for the next one, it says, once again, Larry Hagman was unavailable to reprise his role of Tony Nelson, as he had just completed a 14-year run on Dallas and was taking a vacation with his family.
I was waiting for like Hagman wasn't available due to being dead.
Oh, ouch. Dude, Dallas was on for 14 years? That's crazy to me.
Like, sorry, what show are you watching right now?
Okay, that's different.
Oh, Grey's Anatomy is different. Sorry.
It's different. Should I do my predictions?
Yeah, let's see how you did.
Not great. Okay, so I didn't see a kiss. Did anybody see kisses?
No.
No.
I didn't catch a kiss. I kept looking for them. No person was turned into an animal because they didn't really do that. There was no scene on the beach, but I'm really glad that I picked that the genie goes into the bottle because she did, and it was great, and it was probably my favorite part of the whole episode. So 1 point for Claire, and that's all I got.
Well, welcome up. Buckle up, Claire, because I'm about to give you so many points.
Woo!
Just kidding. I got 0, I think. I said there was a baby in the mix. I'm shocked they didn't have a baby.
Yeah, no babies.
That's shocking to me.
I bet there's one on Bewitched. I feel like maybe we just don't.
Oh
need
wait,
to know
when
what
we do Bewitched, I'll save this.
yeah, can use the same list.
Same prediction. Yeah, the same predictions. Genie has a job on Bewitched. I said a baby was in the mix. No. I said they go skydiving. No. They go skylining, chili,
Oh.
but no, 0 points. I said Jeannie has a job, unless her job is chili distributor.
Which she's not very good at.
I don't think she's got a job. I thought right away that because she had a badge on, and I was like, oh shit, she's got a job, and I was like, no, that's like she's visiting her husband badge, which is unfortunate. So no job for her. And then I said Tony wins an award, and I don't think his chili was award winning.
I think it could have been.
I would have fought for it if she would have put like award winning Cousin Tony's. I would have fought for it, but nothing. So 0 points.
Oh, how'd you do, Joe?
I had Jeannie wears jeans. And no.
Definitely not.
Tony gets in the bottle, which we did see Jeannie get in the bottle, but not Tony. They go back to the original beach, and Jeannie flies. So none of the above. No points.
Wow.
Way to go, Claire.
1 point. Don't feel like a winner over here.
1 point out of possible 12 goes to Claire.
Woot woot.
All right, cool. Well, hey, listeners. I can speak. Send us suggestions or tell us things about I Dream of Jeannie. Let us know when she wears pants.
Yeah, maybe she does. Maybe there's a good episode where she wears pants. I'd watch it.
Send us one good episode where she wears pants. We'll watch it. But you can let us know on FNL at the Gmail, on the Twitters, on the Instagram. Oh, yeah, just hit us up. Communicate. We'll be around next week for another one. Claire might be back.
I hope so.
I assume so. I believe Jimmy is still going to be on paternity leave, so can't imagine he's coming back that fast.
You never know, though.
You never know, I guess. So we'll see. But thank you for listening. Claire, thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Yes. Well, hopefully I can steal a point away from you next week.
No, I'm going to come back and I'm going to get all 4.
That'd be fucking crazy.
I'm ready. Because I'm not picking the show.
This is like episode 21 of 25 for the season. And I would love for you to get like 4 points in the next like 3 or 4 episodes. And then and just win first and lasties in like some sort of landslide victory.
That would make Jimmy so mad.
I'd be fine relinquishing my current championship reign to you just to crush Jimmy's spirits.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, time will tell. Listeners, we'll see you again next week. Goodbye.
Oh, chilly.